Okay, Jeremy here
And
with
us.
my girlfriend Ashley.
Speaking.
Uh, this is something new. I'm gonna try out. It's like I guess a let's feature or let's look at. Okay, that was a terrible start because my controller's now unresponsive.
Should I be seeing this?
All right, it's me, Jeremy here with
Uh, with Wes.
and my girlfriend Ashley. Blah 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 joke. Uh, this game is something I wanted to show off. I was thinking, like, I had some absurd ideas of doing a Let's Play a while ago, but I think I'm just going to be showing it off in like some kind of segment. I'm going to call like Let's Feature or Let's Look At, inspired by Northern Lion, but
Let's fuck around with.
yeah, let's get a little crazy with, in this case,
Let's shake our booty.
let's, whatever, Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Sub-Zero.
Here it is. Let's rock with Mortal Kombat.
Shaolin Temple, China. Why not? We'll give him an example. See, this is the version for the Nintendo 64 which I played, and you go ahead and talk about your experience.
Alright, well, actually, when I first played it, it was a Nintendo 64 version. I rented it from Blockbuster, and I actually thought it was awesome because I was, like, at the oldest 10 and it had a ninja. So, but, no, it's a horrible
Yeah,
game.
it's a
Well, it could have been badass, but it's programmed horribly.
it's a horrible,
And,
horrible
when I was
game.
like 17... What?
Yeah, it's a terrible game. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the volume a little more.
But like I was saying, when I was 17, I bought this game for the PlayStation just because I don't really completely remember why, but I wanted to play through the whole game, and I did, and I've actually beaten it. And the game really doesn't get it doesn't get very good at all. It could have been good, but it's just repetitive, and you have to press a button to turn around, and you
Yeah.
fight like the same enemy the whole game, and
Yeah, it's like a constant reskin of this guy, which like to me reminds you of like some prison inmate.
it really just looks like like Baraka, but like he's not wearing the mask and stuff.
I honestly should have a. It's not only is it a terrible game, it's a hard game because it's a terrible game. Like, you can do stuff like
Yeah.
do jumps like that, turn around and do jumps like that. But like as far as going left on the screen, this is the best jump. This is the best jump you can do, and it's absolutely terrible. Like, there's so many just terrible parts of this game. I can't imagine anyone like actually thoroughly enjoying this game.
Yeah, when I was playing it, when I was like in high school playing it, I was just... It was really just because it was a new game, and I had spent like, I don't know, however much money, not much money, and I played through the entire game, but I had to have a cheat that, you know, like I've told you already, for infinite lives, because I would get killed so often. The water level is just like a complete labyrinth, and the bosses are stupid. It's just a stupid game. And the moves are incredibly cumbersome to pull off.
Yeah, I don't like he played it on the PlayStation version. I'm right now playing it on the Nintendo 64 emulator. But there's so many different parts of this game that require, like, you know, the kind of fighting game precision combination of like moving the controller. But that's a terrible, terrible thing for the Nintendo 64, and it's often unresponsive. Like, I'll be trying to do one move and it'll just like sometimes well, let me just... Okay, sorry. Well, we're back. That fall is just like... It was my fault, but I mean, this part is a really stupid part already, where you have to jump on this ledge in order to get over. And like, the respawning enemies are so annoying. They come back so fast. There's not much you can do about it.
And in the later levels, there's an assload of backtracking. So, backtracking labyrinthian levels with respawning enemies.
I'll go ahead and show off part of the next level, but after that, we're gonna be ending this Let's feature.
I don't know how I ever, like, beat this level as a kid, because Scorpion is just, like, ridiculously outmatched. I mean, you're outmatched, and the part where you're at the ledge, you know, I don't know how I figured that out. And
well, that's another example. There's another stupid death, but actually, I'm gonna go ahead and show off one move that's just like incredibly hard to get to work. That move is like incredibly unresponsive on the Nintendo 64, and sometimes it's just like, it feels like the game's having like an attitude and it just doesn't work, and sometimes it works completely fine. Like right now, I'm clearly doing the action. This is I feel like this like video is also a warning, just like, don't feel like you missed out on this game. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, this is definitely not a shining gem of the series.
And I am a Mortal Kombat fan, and that has a lot to do with why I played it. Like, Sub-Zero is actually my favorite character to play as in Mortal Kombat games, and this game is just so horrible. It's just so unfun.
Yeah, it's unfun because of the difficulty. Now, to be positive, the game's, I mean, I don't really know where to start, but there's not many positives. But I mean, it does have some cool areas, and you know, as a kid, you are playing as a ninja, you are using like ice powers, so that's all cool stuff. It's a good way to fool you into thinking this game might be somewhat good, but looking back on it, it doesn't, you can tell like just how terrible it was. By the way, those pillars kill you instantly.
And if you're interested in characters' backgrounds, you know, like if you're really into Mortal Kombat, like I've been at times, this is interesting. It sheds a lot of light on Sub-Zero's motivations.
Yeah.
But
the cutscenes for this are gonna be, they're not as like, it's like, that's kind of a good quality, just because the cutscenes are so terrible, it almost adds like, wow, this is just ridiculous, and it's kind of entertaining to watch them.
it is entertaining to watch the cutscenes.
But for me, like, I didn't even have that on the Nintendo 64 version, because there's like just, I guess it's limited compared to the PlayStation, so I just get like weird PowerPoint slides and stuff.
Yeah, you get like the lame comic version. That's because the Nintendo 64 couldn't use full motion video.
You mean like, what do you mean by that? Oh, you mean like actually converting like video into the game?
Yeah.
Still a good system though.
Yeah, it's a good system, but it had, like, it just couldn't do the big pre-rendered cutscenes. Which, you know, if you make a game designed where it's just all the cutscenes are done in-game, which is what a lot of games did, it works fine. You just don't get the pretty, like, Final Fantasy cutscenes.
So yeah, this as you might have known, I just died. I'm trying to take him on again.
Yeah, this is...
The difficulty for the computers is like completely unbalanced. They have like moves that'll just go right through yours.
Yeah, cheat. You know, it's not just like, you know, not only are they way too hard, they're unfair entirely.
So we finally killed him. Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fun. At this point, we're just gonna. I'm gonna finish up this level, and then go ahead and end this Let's feature. But there's just so many aspects of this game that are just like ridiculous as far as the controls and the enemy. The music, as you see, is like, I think, is it reused as well?
No, there's different music on every level.
Okay,
like,
well,
I don't mind the music. The music is one of the things I actually kind of like about this game.
yeah, I was about to say, the music isn't that bad. It's atmospheric.
This this music to me in this level is it's kind of classic to me just because I first heard it so young.
Yeah, and I mean, you definitely playing a game like this, dying so many times, you really like get to know the music.
Yeah. I got killed a million times when I was playing this as like a little kid. And you can do a fatality on Scorpion.
Yeah.
But you have like no way of knowing, and the way to pick up that scroll like you just did, you were like, I can't pick it up like trying to get close to it, but you actually just press the pick up button when you stand at the altar thing. It's like, how are you supposed to know that?
There's a lot of just like, in the next level actually, I get stuck even now. I'll just be like, I have no idea where to go. You'd need a guide to finish this game, I think, properly without spending like unnecessary amount of times on a terrible game. I think a good example of just how bad this game is the final boss. You actually have to administer some complicated fatality in order to kill them, or else you just instantly lose. Is that correct?
Who was the final boss?
Oh, it's not the final boss, but when you encounter
I don't even remember.
when you encounter Scorpion again.
Well, this time, if you don't do a fatality on him in the fight you just did, then you will not get the real ending, and Sub-Zero will be killed by the Grandmaster Red guy at the end, and that's the cutscene you'll get. So you played a really hard, unfun game just to have the main character killed at the end, if you don't do the fatality, which is virtually impossible to know about.
So, I say we save Sub-Zero a favor and just end it all now. See you next time.